There are a lot of companies that don't even want to be associated with the censorship industrial complex. And this company is one that's willing to put their neck out there, not just because they have a great product, but also because they believe in giving you and you having the ability to hear all the information. So without further ado, getliverhelp.com/Allison. If you have ever considered doing a liver detox, you're interested in supporting your liver, you eat too many processed foods, too many carbs, and you're trying to detoxify maybe from environmental factors or what have you, this is a great product. Getliverhelp.com/Allison. You also get a free bottle of their omega-3 supplement. The ingredients in this were developed by naturopathic physicians along with allopathic physicians, and they're all natural, like turmeric, black pepper, beet, dandelion, milk thistle, artichoke extract, ginger alfalfa, L-cysteine, glycine, vitamin D3. It's a product that, like I said, it's a natural product put together by doctors who are focused on supporting your body and your body's own ability to heal itself. So consider going to getliverhelp.com/Allison, support the show and support your body at the same time. All right, I am going to bring in Ernest Ramirez here. The Give, Send, Go is obviously still up.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
you've had some real issues with GoFundMe. Can you explain what happened with GoFundMe? And I think they canceled you for the second time recently, so it wasn't even the first time,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Since, like I said, FEMA kept harassing me for 2 years to try to get me to change his death certificate, and they didn't stop until we filed a lawsuit against the White House, Biden, and all the government officials for censorship. Because anytime I posted anything on any platform, I'll get censored, saying that I spread too much misinformation. I had a gentleman invite me to a gathering they had. He took a picture of me, and all he posted was, "Thank you, Mr. Ramirez, for stopping by, meeting with us." And it automatically got flagged that they took it down, and they said this gentleman spreads too much misinformation. So that's where the censorship portion came up. And once I did that, FEMA left me alone. So all the time they were censoring me, I was gathering that evidence and turning it into my attorney. And she said, they asked me, because YouTube took down my channel because the interviews I post on there. Uh, so they even sent me an email telling me if I wanted to try to fight for my channel back. I said, no, I appreciate what you're doing. All you're doing is giving me more publicity. So thank you again. That evening, they gave it back to me. Then the following morning, they took it down again. And I told them, thank you again. I'm not going to argue because you're giving me the attention we need. So they've left me alone. Now I can post anything I want. And then I was asked by the attorney, do you think you can get censored again? I said, yes, watch. So I started another Give, Send, Go. And for travel expenses, because I have people still ask me to go to whatever town they live in, whatever
You
city.
mean you started another GoFundMe or you started a Give, Send, Go?
I started another GoFundMe because I
Yeah.
knew it was going to get deplatformed again.
Okay.
So I did. People were donating, and then they just recently they sent me a letter, email saying that they were going to refund everyone's money, which I hope they did, and they took down my GoFundMe. So, like I said, all that was more ammunition for the lawsuit. Anytime they attack me, for whatever, because what I'm doing is I'm not benefiting out of anything. I mean, what I try to do with what little I can, I try to do as much as I can for everyone. Because, like I said, it's not just my fight. A lot of people don't see my vaccine injured friends, the torture they go through every day just to be somewhere. So, that's my main battle right now, to try to help as many people as I can. Like
Mhm.
I said, I'm just one man. I mean, I've been asked to run for office also, and I'm not a politician. I just
And
want us to get back to normal.
GoFundMe never told you exactly what was going on. You're assuming they refunded your donors, but you don't know for sure. And I know like PayPal often just takes the money. It just sits in limbo, or I don't know if they just go use it for drinks for the Christmas party. I honestly don't know what happens to all that money. But I've had people on before who have had their PayPal accounts seized, and so they don't tell you though anything, right? They don't say what they found to be so problematic with your
Well,
raising money.
yeah, no, they said because of the purpose I'm raising the money for travel expenses to, go to DC, speak out, or, to
What's
help.
wrong? What did they say is wrong with that?
It went against all the rules and regulations.
What rule or regulation? I've never heard of that. I
Well,
just did a Give Send Go for travel expense last year to a health conference.
oh no, not Give Send Go, GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, I know, GoFundMe. So you can't raise money for travel on GoFundMe?
No, not GoFundMe because well, I also put pictures of me and my son, and I
Uh-huh.
also, you know, people know what I talk about, and I'll say, because I'm going to DC, I'm going to California to speak on behalf of my son and the vaccine injured, and that's the key word right there. And I'm not the type that I'm going to hide or try to change lettering or wording. I'll tell you, I try to be honest with everything. I don't like to lie. I hate people that lie. So I try to be straightforward on everything I do or say.
I do not see anything here. I mean, our trust and safety team is dedicated to protecting organizers and donors so you can safely start a fundraiser. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
if I should put common fundraising questions, but I don't see anything. What can I
yeah.
raise money for? Themselves, friends and family, complete strangers, raise money for just about everything: medical expenses, education costs, volunteer programs, funerals and memorials. I mean, I don't understand what you did that was against their rules.
Probably the key word, like I said, Pfizer and vaccine, or the word death or murder. Because all I put on there was that I was raising money for my son that passed the Pfizer vaccine. And like I said, I don't hide it. I have a banner on my truck. I don't know if you've seen that. I have a white truck, SUV, and on the side I put a picture where it says a decal that says in big letters, Ernesto Ramirez Jr. murdered, and a picture of Pfizer emblem with a bloody handprint on it.
Hmm.
So, like I said, they can't stop me from doing whatever I want to do with my own properties.
Well, yeah, like over at my local site, aliceamaro.locals.com, another place you can put in an interview questions ahead of time if you join the editorial board. DMSR says, um, if he wanted funding for a personal vacation, no problem, fully approved. And he's probably right. It's that, you could have used the situation for like personal gain and they may not have had any issue with it whatsoever.
Yeah,
So it's just like the irony of it all. It's just very, and say that it was for travel expenses to lobby and activism for a cause that's popular.
yeah,
Say you want to go to Washington, D.C. for, I don't know, any number of causes right now that are LGBTQ, Black Lives
yeah,
Matter.
yeah.
Would they have cut you off for travel expenses on that? I don't think so.
No,
So,
because that's something they're supportive of it. That's what I was talking to Brian about. I said, look, as much as I speak out, I'm trying to get as much attention as I can, but they will not let my story out there. I mean, if I'm a serial killer, oh yes, or if I'm a trans man, oh yeah, that can be on there. I mean, there's so many sick things they will support. Like I said, I have no problem with anyone's sexual preference, but just don't push it on their kids. That's what I say. But the thing is, they're supporting the wrong things. We have millions of vaccine injured people. Why don't you support them? That's what I asked for. Because, like I said, I don't know how much time I have left. I might have a month, maybe a year. I don't know. I'm not going to benefit out of it in any way. So, support the people that need it, really, because I see them suffering all the time. I know of some that are living in their cars. What little money they do have, they don't know whether to purchase medication they need or to buy something to eat that day. So, like I said, I hear these stories and And like I said, people hear me from around the world. I know my government hears me, and they're not doing nothing about it. Like I said, we could let us start an organization where we can open our own hospitals and clinic to care for ourselves. That way, you don't have to worry about it. Quit spending money somewhere else. I've always believed I make sure I feed my child, take care of my house before I can help my neighbor. I can't take food out of my child's mouth to feed the neighbor. That's the way we should be as a country. Let's take care of our own before we start helping somewhere else. We have homeless vets. We have starving children. Now we have vaccine injured. Why are you sending money over there when we need it here? I mean, like I said, that's just the way I am. Maybe I'm thinking wrong.